Lance Hall here for Let's Discuss with Lance Hall. Happy to welcome Markus, guitarist for Mystic Prophecy, to the program today. Markus, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. So great to have you here, guys.
I appreciate you taking the time for me as well. New album Hell Riot is coming out May 19th on Roar Rock of Angels Records, the band's 12th studio album. You just released a video for Hell Riot, the lead track, the first single title track. Really getting a lot of streams and a lot of views on YouTube and Spotify. That's got to make you happy.
Yeah, that's so cool because, every band is fighting for the clicks and for the hits. And it worked out really nice. We didn't expect that. But, well, on the other hand, we didn't release any songs since 2 or 3 years. So that was quite cool to have the success and feel the power of the fans.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at the stats. YouTube, you're up to 91,000 views, and you're closing in on 70,000 streams on Spotify. So, like you said, if you guys haven't put anything out in a couple of years, that's got to be really redeeming to you to realize that the base is there, because music just moves so quickly nowadays.
Yes, it is. It's really a problem, but we are in the lucky position, we have two young guys back in the band, and it's like Hanno, our drummer, and even our other guitar player. And it's so cool to have these influences. So, they know everything exactly how it works and how the trend is, where the trend is going.
Yeah,
And that keeps us alive. Perhaps that keeps us alive too.
absolutely. Why don't you give us a rundown of who is in the band and what they play?
Well, we start with Leah. He's the founder of the band together with Gus G back then, and yeah, he's doing the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have our bass player, Joey. Joey rocks. She's really nice. You need to see her on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Ivan, our other guitar player. He's so sick in his head. He can play like everything. He's really good. And then we have Hanno. He studied drums too, so he knows what he's doing. And then it's me. I have no clue what I do there.
You're the glue that holds it all together, Markus, you know?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I had the 20 years anniversary on this tour in January, so I play with the guys since 20 years.
Nice.
That's cool for a guy who has no idea what to do.
Right, now you had some fairly big shoes to fill with when Gus left the band, but you had played with Gus. You sort of learned a lot of things for him, so you didn't really feel any pressure, correct?
No, I don't feel pressure because I did the other guitars. When we've been on tour with Gus, I did the rhythm guitars only.
Okay.
And so it's more even because he took place for whatever got this right before. Because
Yeah.
Gus wrote the songs and he brought the band together with Leah, and he played all the solos, of course. And I just stepped in for a rhythm guitar guy, and that changed during the 20 years. But Mystic Prophecy, since ever they had one of the best guitar players on the world, and it wasn't me.
You can't really deny Gus G, you know?
I fucking love him. He's so great, and he
Yeah.
totally deserved the job with Ozzy. It's
Yeah.
really great, and his right hand is so precisely. He plays so precisely. I can't believe it. If I see it, it looks like he's doing, like a game or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
I actually had the opportunity, I think it was a couple of years ago. I want to say it was just during COVID, to speak with him about an album that he put out, and it was a really
Yeah.
great conversation. Nice guy.
Yes, of course, he's really nice, and but he's a great guitar player too. Perhaps one of the last guitar heroes.
True, true. If there's one thing you can pass along, when I was looking up the band, um, I have a daughter named Joey as well. So Joey's name really jumped out at me. So if you could pass that on to her, that would be really cool.
Yeah, Joey is a cool name, of course, and um, she's as a bass player, she's got her own style. She's really a rock and roll girl, and she
Mm-hmm.
plays like it, and she brings the dirt into the music.
Nice. Excellent. Very good. Let's talk about the cover art a little bit. It's fantastic stuff. It almost sort of reminded me with part of the imagery, not all of it, but just part of it, of the old Molly Hatchet albums over here in the States. They were a Southern rock band who used,
Yes,
similar
yes, I
type
know.
style. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes, yes, I know, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because but it's darker. I would say it's a lot of darker. We got more fire.
Yeah.
Um, well, I guess the cover fits totally to the name Hell Riot,
Hmm.
and I guess the covers and the artworks is kind of hobby horse of Leah. He's got all these ideas, and he sees that in front of his eyes when he writes the album, and he always talks to me and said, "Come on, if we make it like that, we sound like this, then we can make a cover like that," and that's so cool. And
Okay.
it's like he put it all together. He knows. Well, he takes the monster and put it on a T-shirt, and he
Mm,
takes the cross and the skull and put it on a CD, and
mm.
he takes another thing and put it on a girly shirt. So he puts all that together, but he knows what to do with it, with the merch and everything, and he uses everything twice or three times.
That's awesome. Now he also did all the production on this album as well, correct?
Yes, of course. So
Yeah.
when we started to record the drums, we did it in the Prophecy Studios, where he works a lot. And and all of us, we just recorded the eye tracks and sent it to the Prophecy Studios as well. And then we made the sounds, and then we gave it to Henrik to mix it to Sweden. But the
Mm,
sounds are made by Leah in the Prophecy Studios.
nice. Does a fantastic job.
He
The other thing I
really,
noticed,
really, he knows what to do because yes, he did a lot of production jobs, and he has a vision, and that's what he does.
mm, I noticed you're also doing a lot of limited release vinyl, down to like 300 copies, all kinds of different designs, colors, and everything. And then the collectible box set I thought was phenomenal. And you're limited that to like 666 copies, something like that.
Yes, of course, it's always 666 copies,
Yeah.
and yeah, I guess we have like five different vinyls, or we're gonna have like five different vinyl stuff.
Yeah.
And today you can do it. It's not that expensive anymore. It's
Mm,
it's more about the graphics and that you have the ideas.
yeah. The fan base, particularly over in Europe and Germany and that area, Sweden and everything, is just so rabid for all this stuff. Does it sell out like almost immediately when you release it?
Yeah, it does, but of course it's because of we limited like 300 pieces for one design,
Yeah,
and that's not too much. It's okay
yeah,
because if a fan want to have it and want to have a special thing, then we strictly limit it, and we can promise that there will be no other.
sure.
We won't bring it out once again.
Yeah. I see you've got some dates coming out. You got one in late April, and then a tour where you got some dates with Hammer King. How
Yeah.
is it? How is it touring over there? Let's use the term post-COVID now, because it's pretty well. But I'm hearing over here in the States, so there's still a lot of people with help finding tour bus drivers, finding people to man the venues, finding road crews. Are you guys running
Yeah.
into any of that over there when it's coming to touring, or is it a different story?
Yeah, no, no, it's all the same. It's exactly the same. We don't need on our tour. We don't need so many helpers and techs because we do a lot. Most of the stuff we do by ourselves. But bus drivers, or you need like mixing guys and everything.
Mm,
They went somewhere, and there are not many of them left. We got the same here, and if you can grab one, he's really expensive because he's got so many jobs that that's really a problem. And so that is one of the reason that ticket prices rises up so high.
mhm. So many people don't realize what goes into taking a band out on the road anymore. They
Yeah.
think, you're paying X amount for tickets and it's all going to the band where it's only a minuscule amount that trickles down to the band.
No, almost even the nightliners almost doubled their prices. And it's just a risk. You go on tour, you have to pay that, and it's just a risk. So well, not that it's not a big problem for us because we have day jobs. But
Mm.
on the other hand, I think it's not that okay that we pay a lot of money to go on tour, and I guess we won't have it back. We are, we can be lucky if we have a 0-0 thing.
Mm.
Then everything is okay. We don't wanna earn so much money. It's really about the 0-0 thing.
Do you foresee a time, and I pray this doesn't happen, but with the way things are going, if things don't straighten out soon, where the risk of touring is going to outweigh the reward, and bands just, live music as we know it is not going to, you don't see big arena shows anymore or anything like that unless you're a huge, like an Adele type artist. Um,
Mhm. But
how
even
do
they
you
have
see
the
the future
problem.
of it looking?
But even they have the problem. Even the huge bands. I sometimes I do a job with Powerwolf, and I can look behind the curtains, and they just went on tour, and there were like 2 nightliners and 2 trucks and one more nightliner, I guess, for the lead wall guys, and they had a problem with one nightliner, but they
Mm,
couldn't get another one because there wasn't no nightliner. All,
mm,
all the nightliner companies, they just sold a lot of trucks and a lot of nightliners. So it's gonna be harder and harder if you have a huge how can I say that? Even in Germany, I don't know the word production. If you have a huge production, you
right.
need more of all these nightliner, more of the crew, and
Yeah,
you don't get them.
yeah,
It's gonna be hard. Perhaps we're gonna have the next generation of them, but we still, and that's like everywhere, we still need the the younger guys.
yeah,
But
yeah,
if they don't earn right and they don't earn a lot, they won't come and do this job.
yeah. It is scary. It is scary.
Yeah.
Um, but I tell you what, let's talk about the new album. I have a download of it. I got to listen to it. Fabulous album. I had a few questions about a few of the songs. You want to do a little, not so much track by track, but I'm going to sort of pick some tracks. Sound good?
Yeah, that's good, but hopefully I can remember all the songs.
Well, let's start out with Hell Riot. Solid opener. Let's sort of focus maybe on the video for this song. The video was fantastic. This has had like swords, sorcery, and metal in it, which I thought was just the perfect combination. But wow, what a big production! You guys had, some fairly detailed costumes, some locations. How was that to shoot?
Yeah, that was really cool because we shoot that in Switzerland, and we tried a new guy, and he did a really good job. So we knew a lot of people there, and all we did is we went to the mountains, and then we shoot everything, and that was it. But it was really cool because we could use a lot of things they already had. But yeah, that was a lot of work. And this was coming back to the lyrics. This is really a little bit a COVID thing we had there because it is like the lyrics are about being back from hell after 2 years, being in hell with all this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
And how you can see, it still follows us.
Mm. Great tune, great video. Um, Track three, Demons of the Night. To me, this song sounded like if you crossed Iron Maiden with Kiss around the Revenge album. Um, Real heavy, but very melodic. I really like this track.
Yeah, I love it too. It's one of Evan's tracks too, and he did a little bit of 80s style. Perhaps that's 70s, 80s style,
Yeah,
but it's this Iron Maiden thing because of the doubles, like dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
and yeah, it's about the 80s life, over the life in the 80s, and about the rock scene, and yeah, we feel like the demons of the night. That's it.
there we go. Track five, Paranoia. I could immediately see this song being played live. This just screams in concert performance. I like the sound panning. Are there keyboards on this song, or are you doing that with guitars?
No, no. That's one of Ivan's songs too, and he knows he's like I said, he's the young guy, and sometimes he's programming some loops and put it just under his guitar, and that's
Okay,
what we did there.
okay.
And
Um,
yeah, we just we love I would say the biggest German band right now is Rammstein, and it's a little bit this Rammstein style.
Hmm. Hmm. Had a great live, like I said, a great live vibe to it that I liked.
Yeah.
Rising with the Storm. First off, the solo in this, I'm a guitar solo guy. The guitar solo in this song was amazing. Um, I didn't have a lyric sheet, so I'm trying to pick up, the lyrics as best I can. Is this sort of a social commentary type of song?
Rising with the Storm is one of my songs, so thank you for the guitars.
Mm,
But it's about the Antichrist. The Bible is just bringing stories about the Antichrist,
mm,
and he should bring the apocalypse, but perhaps he's still here. So
mm.
this is just this type of lyrics, and it's a lot of interpretation you can do there.
Yeah, definitely. The next track, Road to Babylon, was it was tough, but I like this. It was my favorite song. I liked it because to me it was sort of a story song, and the riff in this song just rips your face right off.
Yeah,
Right after
he
the
did.
keyboard opening. Fabulous track.
Yeah, it is. He's really good in doing this modern riffs too, and even did a hell job on that song. And yeah, it's about Alexander, because he walked over the desert, and it's about all the pain and everything, because in these days it wasn't easy to go through the desert, and that's about that song. But musically, it's hard but still melodical, and it's one of the more modern riffs,
Yeah,
and that's a good thing that we have these young guys in our band.
absolutely. We'll drop down to the final track, World on Fire. I love the great chorus. I thought it was a fitting bookend, for the album, with Hell Riot opening, and then the tracks that flowed, and the way it flowed, everything in here. Oh, this was a killer closer. And I really like this track, probably my second favorite. What can you tell us about World on Fire?
Well, it's like you can see, World on Fire. It's about the destruction of the planet. Of course, it's everybody knows that mankind destroys all the planet. Um, and yeah, that's it. It's a song of myself. I wrote it, and together with Leah, and we love this, like this American feeling in our guitars, and we just try to put it in. And World on Fire is one of the songs you can listen, and you can hear it in the overdubs. It's almost country,
Mm,
almost, almost.
almost, almost, but great stuff. So we talked about the dates you have in May. Do you have anything beyond that? Are you looking at any? I know summer's like
We have a
festival
lot of
season over there.
festivals. We have a lot of festivals over there. We play here a lot of small festivals, because we can have the better slots, and it's better to have a later slot on a small festival, because everybody will remember,
Hmm.
and you're gonna have more fun with the fans. If you play like Wacken and you play at the your high noon somewhere, on a small stage, nobody will remember your show.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
this is what we do, and it runs really good. The booking is still running, and we're surprised about the success.
I I am not. It's a great album.
Thank you
It's
very
a
much.
great album, fantastic. I'm an old school metal guy, and what I like about it is it's old school metal, but it's got some nice modern touches as well, and it's just solid from top to bottom. I didn't hear one track where I would sing, yeah, it's kind of a throwaway. It was solid from front to back.
Thank you very much.
Good
Thank you very
stuff.
much.
Chatting with Markus, guitarist for Mystic Prophecy here for Let's Discuss with Lancel. Markus, before I let you go, I like to finish up my interviews with silly questions, hoping these are questions you've never been asked. These really come
Okay.
out of left field sometimes. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Okay. Let's try.
Give us something that decorated your teenage bedroom.
Um, there was a huge snake.
A live snake?
No, it was not alive. It was like made from my mom. And wait, there was a huge snake. No, I don't have a picture. Um, but my mom did a lot of knitting,
Okay.
and was knitted, and was like 3 meters long. and it was lying all around my bed, and yeah, that's it.
Very cool. We'll stick with your mom for a minute. If you could go back in time and eat one of your mom's favorite meals from your childhood, what would you ever make?
Oh, it was some kind of chicken meat and some vegetables,
Okay.
and of course potatoes.
All right. Favorite city you've ever been to, well, whether you've traveled, whether you're just traveling or been out on tour.
That's hard. That's hard. I love Los Angeles, of course.
Mhm.
I love the American cities at all, but I love America anyway. So
Okay.
this is like Atlanta was great. New York, of course, and
Yeah,
but I love the small villages in your country too. Like just drop me off anywhere, and I'm happy.
sure. Huh. Is there something outside of music that you're good at that people might not know about? Like, are you a good gardener? Are you a good auto mechanic? Are you good at something outside of music that people would be surprised to hear?
Yeah, well, I can drive cars. That's it.
Okay.
I drive American V8s, but I'm good at that, just in cruising around. But I'm good. I did wakeboarding, and I
Okay.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did back in the days. I did mountain biking, but then there's they showed up, and I broke my collarbone, so I leave it
Oh,
alone.
that's not good.
I, I still use it for training, but not for
Sure.
downhill anymore.
What is the last music you listened to other than your own?
Let's see. That I can just let me open. I guess it was like kind of the Moonshine Bandits,
Okay.
if you know that.
Yeah. Yeah. What is your most cherished possession?
Ooh, I think we're back to guitar playing.
Back to guitars. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you usually travel heavy or light? Do you need a lot of stuff with you, or are you just a carry-on type of guy?
Well, since I toured 1.5 week, and we did it all on plane, and all I could bring with me were in my pockets. I don't need so much.
Okay. Just give you some picks and a guitar and you're set, right?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I had, everything. All the luggage was planned for the band, like guitars or some campers or stuff. And I asked the band, yeah, and how can we travel? Because I need like a toothbrush and anything. Yeah, you got your pockets, and that's it. So I had like everything in my pockets for 1.5 week.
Excellent. Last one. This is the one we have the most fun with. If they were to make a bio movie of your life, what actor would you pick to portray you in the movie? It's your movie, your life. You can pick anybody.
Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, great answer. Great answer. Excellent actor.
I guess
All
that
right.
would fit.
Yes. All right. We've been chatting with Markus, guitarist for Mystic Prophecy. Their new album, Hell Riot, will come out in May 19th to be exact, on Roar Rock of Angels Records. Pre-orders can be made right through your Facebook page, right? I saw a link for that.
Yes, of course you can pre-order. You can pre-order on Amazon. And yeah, just keep it going.
All right. Well, Markus, I wish you much success in the future with this album. I think it is brilliant. I think you're really gonna keep the metal flame going, and I hope going forward that your travels are all safe and that your shows are all sold out.
Thank you very much. Keep
Take
it up.
Absolutely. Take care, Markus. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye bye.